art students, this video is going to walk you through how to put your project on display. So if you right now go ahead and in your sketchbooks, you're going to want to turn to either page 43, because you are a first through second grader, or you're going to want to turn in your sketchbooks to page 45 if you are a third through fifth grader. Okay, so you're either on page 43 or on page 45, and you're going to follow along with me as this is your checklist for how to complete what I'm about to show you in the video. If this video ever gets going too fast, no big deal. Just hit pause, do what you've seen so far, and then start the video again. All right, the first thing it tells us is we need a name tag. It says our first name, last name, classroom teacher's name, and our grade all need to go on that tag. So you're going to notice I have a white bin, and I'm keeping it right here by the mat. Also, there'll be this roll of black paper, and there might be some other paper options available depending on what I have. Then I'm also going to have a box of spare paper. You're going to want to take one of these, and then you're going to want to ask yourself, how big should my sign be? If I have a bigger piece of art, I might want a bigger name tag. If I have a smaller piece of art, I might want a smaller name tag. If I have 3D artwork, I'm going to need to make a name tag that can stand up. So you'll notice that this name tag has all the information, and I folded it in half so that it stands up. It's pretty easy to do that. You just take your paper, fold it in half, crease it, and then all you have to do is pick out a marker color and complete the information. All right, once we have completed our name tag, then we're going to put it on presentation paper. Let's tilt you down and see how this looks for both 2D and 3D artwork. So, for 2D artwork, it's pretty simple. You're going to come over to the black paper, and you're going to want to make sure that you have enough. So for example, if the edge of the paper looks like this, that is not enough paper to do a border all the way around. So I would need to pull out more black paper and then I would want to line it up, and I would want to think about how much room do I need for my name tag, and then that tells me about how much I want to cut out. Now when I cut this out, we're going to do what's called a rough cut, which means if Miss Russ could find the scissors she just had and has lost, oh, there they are. So I'm not going to worry about getting it perfect, but I'm going to roughly cut this out so that I have enough paper. Any extra paper that I have that gets cut off, I need to put in the extra paper bin that's going to be by this area. So I'm going to cut this out right here. Again, I'm leaving myself lots of space all the way around. Lots and lots of space. Okay, once I've cut this out, I'm then going to look at my paper. And do you see how some of my edges are kind of roughed up? So I'm going to take my scissors, and then some spaces, like look, that's not a straight line. So I want to take my time and clean it up so that it looks nice. Because we have to remember that Miss Russ grades us on how neat and tidy our presentation is. This is where we're really taking our time to make sure that everything looks super nice. Just like if we had company coming over to our house, we would clean our house, clean our room, so that everything was nice and pretty for company. Well, that's what we're doing with our artwork. We are making it look nice and pretty for company. So we want to cut any of that stuff on. We want it to look nice and clean. I could even go to the rotary cutter if I needed to make sure I had nice, clean edges. Then when I'm ready to actually glue my art down, I'm going to take my art and I'm going to make sure that I have got my name on it, right? Then I'm going to get some glue. The glue bottle will be shut. I'm going to open it. And then we remember in the art room, a dot, dot, dot is a what? Lot, lot, lot. going to do 4 dots in the corner and then 1 dot in the middle on each side. That's a total of 6 dots. Did I do this and put glue? No, Miss Russ, I did not do that and put glue. 6 dots around the corners. I flip my art over, and then it's time for my name tag. Now you notice I don't have it lined up yet. Again, on my name tag, a dot, dot, dot is a lot. I'm doing 4 dots. Now, once I have this organized, I'm going to take time to wiggle it around and get it how I want it. Wiggle it around and get it how I want it. I'm going to make sure all my dots got pushed in. And then I'm going to start counting to 20 while I continue to wiggle my dots. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll pretend I counted to 20. Da-da-da-da. And now I have a project ready for display. But what if I have 3D work? Well, if I have 3D work, I'm going to want to make sure that I also get a background paper that matches my artwork and make sure that it gives me a border all the way around my art. But look, this isn't a good color choice. My art is brown, but my paper is black, and they look the same. So I would want to go to one of the different colors Miss Russ has available, or use a white piece of paper and draw in additional details so that my artwork stands out. Once I have my art, my presentation paper, and my name tag, I go back to my list. Oops, wrong list. Okay, and now it says on display in the hall. So let's go take a look at how we put our artwork on display. I'm now in the hallway. I have a display pass that I took from the door. I also waved at Miss Russ so she knew I was leaving the classroom and showing her my display pass and my art that is, oops, Miss Russ, that's all ready to go. It's important to note that you can actually share a display paper with friends. So however you want to do your display is totally okay. All right, we have these strips all over in our school, so this is option 1. It's pretty simple. We take our art, we squish it up underneath, and then that's it. It's gonna stay. Now, if we can reach the top, and to pull these off, by the way, I just tug lightly on my art, and then I run my finger across the bottom, and it will pull out. Sometimes you have to do it twice. If I can reach up here, we want to put our art as high as we can. If all of these are full, then you'll have to go into the classroom and we'll get some tape and we'll hang it up that way. What if I have 3D art? Well, we have 2 display spaces for 3D art in our school. The first one is right by our art room. Miss Russ will already have the door open. I do not want you opening these doors because if something happens, you know, glass, everything could break. So super, super important. Are we allowed to touch those doors? No, we are not allowed to touch those doors. We can always find an adult in our area if we're by the office and we need help getting our artwork in display. Then you're going to see that there are shelves in here. These shelves are also glass, so it's really important that we never put our weight on those shelves at all, that we always are just lightly placing our art. Behind here, we can put in push pins. So if you are wanting to hang your art up on the wall, we can do that too. All right, knowing that you should ask for help if you need it, I cannot wait to see your artwork on display in the hallway because you have done a fantastic job. And now it's time for the biggest purposes of art, which is why make it if no one can see it? Happy art making. Bye.